What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's had a great Monday and now Taco Tuesday. The week is flying by. The team will be back on the field tomorrow, getting ready for the Los Angeles Rams, and we are less than a week away from the trade deadline. And this is where, we always get excited. They constantly barrage us with trade ideas, trade options, things the Cowboys could do. But in the end, we know the Cowboys don't do anything. We just get teased about it. And I'm sitting here thinking, for the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, the team is fine. And, I took risks when I bought the Cowboys. You don't want to take risks now. And I'm trying to understand, really, what are you risking? What are you risking? You already own the Cowboys. You already own at least two helicopters. I know his and hers. You got a 330-foot long yacht. You've got the most valuable franchise in all of football. You are talked about more than any. You could combine probably everybody else in the NFL and stack them up against you, and you're still talked about more than them. So I'm trying to understand what it is risk-wise that you're risking. Are you going to lose your job if you sign a player and it doesn't work out? I get it. You're not good at trades. You are not good at trades, because what happens is when you trade somebody, you don't get enough. You should be actually fired as a GM for trading Amari Cooper for a fifth-round pick. Now, I could say, looking at the Tennessee Titans, that literally did the same thing, but at least they got a number one in return. You sit there and you look at what A.J. Brown is doing for the Eagles. Whoever that was that made that trade should feel about as dumb as they can be, because A.J. Brown's one of the best wide receivers in football. But at least they got a first-round pick. You got a fifth. A fifth. And then when you did trade for somebody, you trade for a position where you didn't really need. I get it. Quarterbacks are a premium and taking a flyer on a quarterback. But the thing is San Francisco hates your ass. San Francisco is still mad about missing out on some Super Bowls back in the 90s because we beat them. They don't really want to do anything for Jerry Jones. You're hated. But here's the reality of it was, you offered way more than anybody else. Everybody else talking about 7, 6-round draft picks. You go to a 4. So, of course, San Francisco said, you know what? If they're dumb enough to pay me that much more for that guy, by all means, let me do that. And I'm assuming that now everybody out there looks at the Cowboys and said, well, the Cowboys are on board. We can ask for more. Maybe that's the problem. But I sit here and I understand that, you look and say, okay, you paid Tony Pollard the franchise tag, $10.1 million. You look at Saquon Barkley, who ended up signing a deal that's worth like $11.5 million. Derrick Henry right now has about $6.4 million left on money that's owed him this year. I don't know that Derrick Henry is more valuable than a quarterback. I don't know. I don't know. You gave up a 4 for Trey Lance, but I was sitting there looking at Jalen Ramsey. Didn't he go for a 4? Jalen Ramsey went for a 4? Yeah. So let's say hypothetically, you give up a third-round draft pick for him. Third round. Is that going to break your draft? Is the $6 million, $6.4 million, really risking a lot? I don't think it is. And I'm just kind of like, you're acting like a scared biatch. Or you're senile and figure our team is great and can just win it all. But Jerry, we've been doing that thinking for 29 years. At some point, you got to say, maybe it's not. Or maybe people get injured and then we're short of them. You got great frontline players, but the problem is once you get past that first level, then there's problems. So Jerry, I just want to know, what is it that we're talking about risking? We've been through bad years. I don't think anybody will kill you for taking a chance at greatness. In fact, I dare say they would applaud you and talk about you more and say the Maverick is back. Where's the oil man? The man that would go through and say, we're going to drill a hole in the ground a couple thousand feet and hope we hit some oil. If we don't, we're going to lose our ass. That's risk. Is it really risking? Because let's be clear. We had this discussion last night on our live stream. People said, well, we need to stop going to the games. Dudes, it doesn't matter if we go to the games. Guarantee there's going to be others that will want to fill the stands. Believe me, you will have plenty of visitor fans that want to go see the Palace in Dallas. Jerry Jones, marketing genius. Jerry Jones gives those people what they want. Thing he just doesn't give us is the opportunity at winning the big one. And instead of us looking at Jerry and say, Jerry, we don't have enough tools. We just say, okay, you're right, Jerry. Our team's fine. This is the part that makes you feel like you are in a abusive relationship. You want to believe, you try to believe, but deep down inside, you know they're not going to change. Not going to change. $6.4 million. That's all that's left of Derrick Henry's contract. The next 2 years are voidable. Third round pick isn't too much to give up for a guy like that. Mike McCarthy wants to run the ball. Use Derrick Henry as your battering ram. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.